Hello everyone and welcome to Education Plus. If you are totally new here, then this is a YouTube channel where we upload videos that will be helpful for students who are pursuing B.Ed. Today we are going to start a new subject called Childhood and Growing Up. For those who are totally new to my channel, one more thing I would like to tell is you can go to the playlist section of this YouTube channel where you will find that each playlist is for a separate subject. So likewise, I'll be making a playlist for childhood and growing up. So that playlist will contain entire topics that are there in this subject, childhood and growing up. So today we are starting the first topic. So my videos will be roughly of 5 to 10 minutes and each video will cover one specific topic in the subject. So that way it will be easier for you during the examination time also, such that if you have to study a specific topic, you can go to the playlist which will be of a subject and then you can choose any topic that you want to study and watch the video which will be of 5 to 10 minutes. So let's get started in understanding educational psychology. Meaning of educational psychology. So first of all, here we have two words, educational and psychology. We all know what educational is. It means with respect to education or related to education. And we have psychology. So let's see what psychology is. The word psychology is derived from two Greek words, psych and logos. Psych means soul and logos means science. So if you join these two words, psych and logos, it comes to be the science of the soul. Okay, so this is the literal meaning of psychology, and later it was reframed to be understood as psychology is the scientific study of mind and behavior. The literal meaning was science of soul or the study of soul, but later it was redefined as the scientific study of the mind and behavior. Now, educational psychology is that branch of psychology in which the findings of psychology are applied in the field of education. It is the scientific study of human behavior in educational setting. So in simple words, in educational psychology, we are applying psychology to the field of education and we are relating between the two terms. So next we have definitions of educational psychology. So the first definition by Charles E. Skinner. Educational psychology deals with the behavior of human beings in educational situations. Next, another definition by Edwin Arthur Peale. Educational psychology is the science of education. Now for further understanding, in the words of E.A. Peale, educational psychology helps the teacher to understand the development of his pupils, the range and limits of their capacities, the processes by which they learn, and their social relationships. So these are the definitions of educational psychology. Why I chose this particular slide here to be included is because in B.Ed, most of the times you will be asked to write scholarly definitions. So in that case, you can choose one of these two. Next, let's understand the nature of educational psychology. Having understood what educational psychology is, we'll look forward to see the nature of it. The first one, the laws of educational psychology are universal. Educational psychology possesses a well-organized, systematic, and universally accepted body of facts supported by the relevant psychological laws and principles. Means the laws of educational psychology are true everywhere. It is not constructed based on a particular community or a particular region. It is universal. Scientific methods. Educational psychology employs scientific methods and adopts scientific approach for studying the learner's behavior, such as observation, experimentation, clinical investigation, and generalization, etc. So this is the second nature in which we learned that educational psychology has application of scientific methods in it. The third one, constant search of the truth. The results of any study in educational psychology can be challenged and are modified or altered in terms of the latest explanations and findings. So the findings of any study are never taken as absolute and permanent, which basically means that research is continuously going on in this particular field of educational psychology. Now next, the fourth nature, reliability. Educational psychology does not accept hearsay and not take anything for granted. It emphasizes that essentially there is some definite causes linked with a behavior and the causes of this behavior are not related to supernatural phenomenon. The fifth nature, positive science. Educational psychology is a positive science rather than normative science. Applied behavioral science. Educational psychology is an applied or behavioral science. And this is the last nature, developing positive science. Educational psychology cannot claim the status of a developed positive science like other natural or applied sciences that we usually study. It is considered as one of the developing positive sciences of the learner's behavior. So these are the 7 natures of educational psychology. Next we have scope of educational psychology. The scope of educational psychology is ever growing due to constant researches in this field. Now this is what I mentioned few slides back as well. The following factors will indicate the scope of educational psychology. So these are the scope of educational psychology, or in other words, these are the areas in which educational psychology keeps growing. Learner, the developmental characteristics, individual differences, intelligence, personality, and mental health. Another scope is the learning process. Theories of learning, motivation of learning, factors affecting learning, the use of rewards and punishment, class size, expectations of the teacher, teacher-student interaction, diagnosis of learning problems, etc. So these are learning processes. That is also the scope of educational psychology. Evaluation. Evaluation of learning outcomes and statistical methods in conducting research related to practice and theory of education. And the fourth scope is the teacher, where the teacher is a potent force in any scheme of teaching and learning process. The essential personality traits, interests, aptitudes, the characteristics of effective teaching, etc. are the essentials to become a successful teacher. So these are the 4 areas which forms the scope for educational psychology. So these are the 4 fields where constant researches have been going on, and these 4 fields, or these 4 which ultimately are the scope for educational psychology, keeps broadening the field. So with this we complete what is educational psychology, the meaning. We also studied definition, the nature and concept. So my videos will be of this kind, where I will discuss each topic separately in a specific video. Rather than making a long video of 1 hour or 2 hours, I'll be making videos of 5 to 10 minutes where each video will be for a specific topic. That way it will be easier for you all to understand, remember, as well as to revise during the examination. So I'll be uploading second video which will be continuation. So stay subscribed for more videos regarding B.Ed.